Today, I want to teach you that when second grade readers come to a tricky word, they don't just say, "Help me, help me." Instead, second graders roll up their sleeves and get to work. They draw on everything they already know to figure out that hard word. Readers, for the next couple of weeks, you'll be learning about tackling tricky words. But before I can teach you new ways to figure out tricky words, I need to know what ways you already know. It turns out you already know a lot of things you can do when you encounter hard words. So I have a new anchor chart to share. It's called "When Words Are Tricky, Roll Up Your Sleeves." Let's read through the chart together. The first one, check the picture and think, what would make sense? Use what's happening in the story. Look through the whole word, part by part. Look for a word inside a word. And lastly, don't give up. Try something. Take a guess. Ready to put your word-solving strategies to good use? Let's start. I've identified a word I'm pretty sure that most of you will find tricky. To make it extra tricky, I covered it up. Let's read. Later, Jojo called Katie. "I missed you today. Miss Winkle says it's not the same without you." Thanks, Katie. Readers, you might be thinking that you can use what's happening in the story to think about what would make sense here. So let's do that. Thanks, Katie. What makes sense? The word's quotation marks tell me that this character is saying something. That means that the covered up word is a word that means how she is saying the word thanks. That helps us make a smarter guess, doesn't it? Let's see. I guess it could read, "Thanks," Katie said. Or maybe, "Thanks," Katie replied. Or because she is sick, it could read, "Thanks," Katie whimpered. Or maybe, "Thanks," Katie croaked. Is it enough to think only about what might make sense? No way. What should we do next? Yes, we need to look at the first letters of the word. Does this help? Can it read said if it starts with CR? How is Katie saying the word thanks? Let's look at a little more of this word. Thanks, Katie Crow. Readers, are you getting an idea of what this word reads? Let's read it, inserting the word that we think it might say. Thanks, Katie croaked. Readers, when you are reading your books today independently and you get to another tricky word, now you remember what you're going to do. I want you to roll up your sleeves and get to work using your strategies. Off you go.